welcome to Tales at Twilight. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know when a new mystery is ready to unfold. Are you ready?
I was a counselor at Lake Lure summer camp for years. Most times, the worst thing I dealt with was homesickness or a scraped knee. But that summer was different. We were cleaning up, ready to close the camp, when I found an old sealed envelope buried under a floorboard in cabin 4. I opened it. Inside, the handwriting was rushed, the ink faded. The letter read, "If you're reading this, it's already too late. There's something here at Lake Lure, something we shouldn't have disturbed." We thought it was just a story. We were wrong. Chills ran down my spine. I showed it to Jake and Sarah, the other senior counselors. Jake laughed, brushing it off as a prank. But Sarah, she looked troubled. "Doesn't this remind you of that old camp story? About the kid who disappeared?" she whispered. I nodded. Years ago, a camper vanished without a trace. Some said he ran away. Others claimed he drowned in the lake. The truth was, nobody really knew. Sarah and I decided to dig deeper. Underneath the same floorboard, we found more letters, each more harrowing than the last. They all hinted at a night when the moon was red, and the waters of Lake Lure became restless. The last letter was chilling. It was written by a counselor from decades ago, and it was clear what he had experienced that night. We heard voices coming from the lake. When we went closer, the waters seemed alive. It pulled Mark in. We never saw him again. Stay away from the lake on the night of the red moon. We looked at each other in disbelief. Could it be real? Sarah and I decided to stay one extra night. We had to know. The next night, the sky was clear, and to our horror, the moon was blood red. Jake, ever the skeptic, decided to come with us that night. He joked that he'd protect us from lake monsters. Sarah and I, haunted by the letters, weren't in the mood for laughter, but Jake's presence was, in a way, comforting. He always knew how to lighten the mood. As we neared the lake, under that foreboding red moon, Jake's humor faded. He became more serious, more alert. And while Sarah seemed entranced, moving forward, Jake froze in place. It was as if he was battling something within himself. Then, from the shadows, dark figures emerged, all of them children with creepy, hollow eyes. Among them, Jake recognized a childhood friend who had once attended the camp with him and never returned. "Charlie?" Jake's voice broke. Charlie stepped forward, water cascading from his soaked clothes. "Join us, Jake. Join us and play forever." That was the last straw for him. Jake broke into a frantic run, but not towards safety. Instead, he ran to the edge of the lake, screaming Charlie's name. Before I could reach him, he dove in, and the dark waters consumed him. Charlie disappeared into the water after him. Suddenly, another figure emerged from the lake. It was Mark, the missing camper, looking just as young as the day he disappeared. His eyes, however, were hollow, void of life. He extended a hand to us, water dripping from his fingertips. "It's beautiful down there," he whispered, his voice a mere echo. Sarah, captivated, took a step forward. I grabbed her arm, but she seemed lost. As if in a trance, she walked towards the lake. I screamed, trying to pull her back, but the pull of the lake was stronger. She vanished beneath the surface. Mark smiled, his lips stretching too wide, and then disappeared back into the depths. I ran till my lungs burned, till the camp was miles behind. The next day, local police combed the area. They found no trace of Sarah. They said she must have drowned, but I knew better. They didn't believe my story. Why would they? I left Lake Lure and never returned. I occasionally receive anonymous letters at my doorstep. The handwriting is always different, but the message always the same. "The lake misses you. Come back to us." I sometimes wonder if one of those letters is from Jake. Years later, I still see that red moon in my dreams, and I still hear the whispering call of the lake. If you ever find yourself at Lake Lure, stay away on the night of the red moon. The lake is waiting, and it's hungry.
Thank you for joining us on this suspenseful journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed these tales, remember to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of mystery and excitement. Until next time, stay curious and embrace the thrill of the unknown with Tales at Twilight.